I hope everyone has gone through the points that we have covered till date, and 2 points that I told you to just go through the concept, Arden's theorem and pumping lemma, how it works, so that we can solve the problems based on Arden's theorem and pumping lemma. Arden's theorem is used to find regular expression for given finite automata for given TFA. And using pumping lemma, we prove that whether given language is regular or not. So usually it is used to prove language is not regular. Okay, what this Arden's theorem states? It states that when the two regular expressions are given, for the given two regular expressions, if we have one solution, third regular expression, then in that case we can normalize it and we can get or we can generate a unique solution for the regular expression. Okay, I hope it's visible to all. So the Arden's theorem states that if P, Q, and R three regular expressions, if these are the three regular expressions given to us, then for regular expression, when it is represented in the form of some regular expression, R is equal to Q plus RP, if this is the regular expression which is given, and P, it does not contains epsilon. P does not contains epsilon. That means P does not have epsilon as its part. As a string of a P, it is not epsilon in the resultant set of strings. Q can have epsilon, but P will not have epsilon. In that case, for this expression R is equal to Q plus RP, there exists unique solution. There exists a unique solution, that is QP star. QP star. This is the regular expression obtained from this given regular expression. So what we have to do, if DFA is given, find regular expression for the state, then using Arden's theorem, use this method, Arden's theorem, minimize it, and use this new regular expression. So that way we are going to find regular expression for given DFA. You can prove this one. Just what you have to do is, if this is the solution, if this is unique solution, then R is equal to Q plus QP star P. Just simplify this part. What it will become? Now from these two, we can take Q as a common, and then for this Q it is epsilon plus, what is the remaining part? This is P star P. If R is equal to QP star, it is the unique solution for given regular expression, then we can prove this by just replacing R with QP star. So R is equal to Q plus in bracket QP star followed by P. So take Q as a common. After taking Q as a common, what it becomes? This Q, and it is P star. Fine. R is equal to Q P star. So we get the same regular expression. So this is unique solution for regular expression R is equal to Q plus RP. Okay. So we'll solve some examples using this theorem. Consider given DFA. Let's say this is the given DFA. We have to find a regular expression for this one using Arden's theorem. Now, whenever we find a regular expression for any DFA, we have to find a regular expression for final state. It is a regular expression for final state. How we can reach to the final state, that we have to find out. So it is the conversion of given DFA into regular expression. What you have to do, you have to find a regular expression for each state. You have to find a regular expression for each state. How it is? Now, how we can reach Q naught state? To reach Q naught state, what are the required inputs? First thing is epsilon. As Q naught is the initial state, so on epsilon input, we can move to the state Q naught. Second, Q naught is reachable from Q naught itself. There is a self loop. Q naught is reachable from Q naught itself. So we can write it Q naught state on input 0, it moves to Q naught state. This is the way of representation. For current state Q naught, if next input is 0, then next state is Q naught. Same way, let me write it for Q2 so it will be easy to understand. To reach Q2, what are the required transitions? To reach state Q2, what are the required transitions? Can anyone?
1 plus 0.
1 plus
Q2 dot 0.
Q2 dot 0. Okay, but this 1 is input for which state?
From Q2 to Q0 to Q2.
Q0 to Q2. So first write the state, current state on input 1, it moves to Q2 state, or current state Q2 on input 0, again next state is Q2. So this way we are going to represent it. Current state followed by input. It goes to some next state. Next state. Q0. It is reachable from Q0 itself and on epsilon input. So I can replace this or I can represent it in some form. Now just apply the theorem. For Q0, we can apply the theorem. What is the theorem? When regular expression is represented as R is equal to Q plus RP. When R is represented as Q plus RP. Now here, what is R? Q0. Q epsilon and P is 0. P is 0. The condition is it should not be epsilon. We can repeat it 0 or more times P, but it should not be epsilon. That means it should not be Q plus R. It is not accepted. Required is Q plus RP. There should be some alphabet or some regular expression. There should be some regular expression. So 0 is a regular expression itself. It is a regular expression itself. So P is equal to Q. Now by using the theorem, how I can write this is R is equal to QP star. So what will be regular expression? Q naught equal to, what is Q? Epsilon. P is 0 star. So Q naught is equal to 0 star. This is regular expression for Q naught state. This is regular expression for Q naught state. Now use this regular expression in the regular expression of Q2. Here we have to replace Q naught with this 0 star. We have to replace it with 0 star. Clear up to this point? Is it clear? Any doubt till this point?
Sir, how we assign the value of R, Q, and P?
Sorry.
Sir, how we assigned the value of R, Q, and P?
What is assigned? R is equal to QP star.
No, sir, like you written like R is equal to Q naught, Q is equal to epsilon, and P is equal to 0. So how?
Okay, for Q naught, this is regular expression. for R is equal to Q plus RP. In this format, we have to find regular expression. Now, whenever we want to convert given DFA to regular expression, find regular expression for each state prior the final state. Before reaching to final state, whatever the states are there, starting from initial state, find regular expression regular expression for each state up to the final state. Let's consider first state Q naught. Q naught is equal to, how I can reach Q naught? First, it is epsilon. No need of any input because it is the initial state. Second, Q naught is reachable from Q naught, this loop. It is reachable from Q naught itself. So from state Q naught on input 0. From state Q naught on input 0. We can move to next state Q naught itself. There is no incoming state, incoming transition other than this one. Other than this one, there is no incoming transition. So this is the required regular expression for Q naught. But what Arden's theorem state, when we represent regular expression in this format, R is equal to Q plus RP. Now this R is a regular expression, Q is a regular expression, P is a regular expression. Now Q naught is a regular expression. This Q naught represents R. Here it is R, so here it is Q naught. So check whether R is there on the left side and on the right hand side as well. Here we can find R is equal to Q naught. On the left side, Q naught is there, as well as on the right side. After this plus, we have Q naught. We can adjust this expression to represent it in the format of R is equal to Q plus RP. Here it is in the format of R is equal to Q plus RP. What Q is? This one, epsilon. R is Q naught. Here again, R is Q naught and 0 is P. Each alphabet represents regular expression. Each alphabet represents regular expression. A, B, C. It may be 2, 1, 0 or any input. And combination of these alphabets as well, along with repetition for 0 or more times, are the regular expressions. So here I am considering this Arden's theorem by considering the given regular expression in the format of R is equal to Q plus RP. R is equal to Q plus RP. We have to state that R is Q naught because Q naught is on left side as well as right side. Here it is R. Then Q is epsilon. Just compare with this expression. Compare with this one. Is it in this format? Yes, it is in this format. So P is equal to Q. P is equal to O or 0. Q is equal to epsilon. R is equal to Q naught. Now what are the Arden's theorem state? If it is the regular expression R is equal to Q plus RP, then its solution is, how we can optimize it. Solution means just represent it in minimized format. So what it is? Q P star. Q P star. Now we know what is Q, we know what is P, we know what is R. So write it. Q naught is equal to epsilon plus 0 star. Here P star is written. For P it is repetition. So P star. So 0 star. What is it? It becomes 0 star. As per the property, anything concatenated with epsilon, it results in the original string. Let's say epsilon dot A, it is A. Epsilon dot B, it is B, or B dot epsilon, it is B. So any regular expression, if it is concatenated with epsilon, we will get that regular expression as it is. This is our solution for Q naught. This is solution for Q naught. Same way we have to find regular expression for Q2. Now check from which states Q2 is reachable. From which states Q2 is reachable. Which are the states?
Q naught.
From Q naught by this transition and from Q2 itself on input 0. This transition on input 0. So it is reachable from two states, Q0 and Q2. Just understand the concept, then we will again see some more examples. We'll solve examples once we get familiar with concept. So this is the regular expression. I will keep it as it is. Okay. Now for Q2. Q2 is reachable from what I will write Q0. How? If input is 1. If we are on the Q0 state, then machine can move from Q0 state to Q2. How? It should accept input 1. So current state Q0 and input 1, it makes or it changes the state of machine from current state Q0 to next state Q2. What is second option? If current state is Q2, then if input is 0, next state is Q. Next state is Q2. So we have two options from Q0 and from Q2. From both these states, we can move to Q2 state. Just write it in single expression. R is equal to Q0 1 plus Q2 0. Q0 1 plus Q2 0. Then what it will be? What?
0 star 1.
What is it?
0 star 1.
0 star 1 plus Q2 as it is and 0. Again, compare with given regular expression format as per Arden's theorem, R is equal to Q plus RP. There is R, Q and P. So compare it with this regular expression. So what it is? Q2 equal to. What is R? What is R?
Q2.
Q2. Then Q
0 star 1.
0 star 1 and P 0. Right? So the solution is R is equal to QP star. Let me write R is Q2 is equal to. What is Q? 0 star 1 followed by P star. Now what is P? 0 star. Check, is it the correct regular expression for reaching final state? First, we have to accept 0 star. It can be 0 or more times. So 0 star followed by 1. And it can be followed by 0 or more times 0. So we are at the state Q2. We are at the state Q2. Now, Q3 is one more state in the DFA, but from Q3 there is no transition to Q2. When it reaches to state Q3, it is always rejected. It is always rejected. Do not consider this type of states where there is no movement, there is no transition from the state to final state. From Q3, there is no transition to final state Q2. So no need to consider this state, because if you consider this one, there is an input 1 on final state, and on input 1 from the final state, it goes to non-accepting state. It is always a reject state. And from that Q3 state, we cannot move to the final state. So just neglect this part. Just neglect this part. We have to consider, only consider this part. From initial state to final state. Now Q2 is a final state. Q2 is a final state. So this is the regular expression for given DFA. 0 star 1 0 star. Now we can consider any string and check whether it is following the format of Q2 regular expression, as well as whether by considering that string we can move to the final state if we consider transition diagram. Is it clear? Any doubt? Any doubt in this point?
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, what will happen if we write 0 star 1 0 star 1 plus 0 plus 1 whole star?
Just a minute. Huh? Yes. What do you want to write?
0 star
0 star
1
1
0 star
0 star
1
1
plus
0
plus 1 whole star. Brackets.
0 plus 1. This bracket.
Yes, sir. Star.
It's star. Why? What is your final state?
Q2.
Q2. What is the use of reaching Q3? Can we move to the final state from Q3?
No.
No. So if we move to a state, any state from where there is no transition, there is no option to transit or to move to the final state, then do not consider such state. It is not part of DFA. Just consider that it is not part of DFA. So remove it from the consideration. Only consider those transitions for which we can move from any state to final state. If you had, let's say here is one more state, Q1. There is a transition from Q0 and then Q1, Q0 to Q1 and Q1 to Q2. Then I can consider this path as well. Q0 to Q1 and Q1 to Q2. In that case, it is valid because from Q1 I can move to state Q2. If we provide some input, let's say at instead of this self loop at Q0, there is a transition to state Q1, and from Q1 on input 1, there is a transition to state Q2. On Q1, you can have self loop on 0. So there is also valid consideration because from Q0 on input 0, there is a transition to Q1. On Q1, there is a self loop on 0. So it again remains on Q1. From Q1 on input 1, it reaches to Q2, which is a final state. As we reach the final state via Q1, we can consider this path Q0, Q1, Q2. But if I consider Q0, Q2, Q3, then from Q3, there is no transition to Q2. If there is a transition to state Q2, then you can consider this state Q3. If we have a transition to state Q3, then you can consider this part. We'll see such example. Let me clear this one. Okay. Q0 on input 0, it goes to state Q1. From Q1 on input 1, it reaches to Q2. Let's say Q2 is a final state. Q3 on input 0, and from Q3 on input 1. Then I can have Q4 on input 1. From Q4 on input 0. Then here it will be self loop on 1. Here it will be self loop on 0. Bit complex, but let's solve this one. Now for each state, now again we have to find regular expression for Q2 because Q2 is a final state. So regular expression of a final state is regular expression of DFA. Regular expression of final state equal to regular expression of DFA. That is the condition. So we have to find regular expression for final state. Now, Q0. It is reachable from no other state. No other state. So Q0 is equal to 5. There is no self loop on Q0, or there is no incoming transition from Q1, Q4, Q2, or Q3. Any transition, any state. There is no incoming transition from any other state. So Q0 is reachable on epsilon. Now, is it in the format of Arden's theorem? R is equal to R plus, sorry, Q plus RP. Q plus RP. It is not in the format, so we cannot apply Arden's theorem. We cannot have a unique solution for this one. So what I can write? R is equal to epsilon. Then next, consider next state Q1. Then we will go to the state Q4. Q1, it is reachable from Q0. Let me write here Q1. From Q0 for this transition, and for self loop from Q1. So Q1 state is reachable from state Q0. Q1 state is reachable from Q1 itself. To reach or to move to the state Q1 from Q0, if machine is currently in the state Q0, what is the required input to change the state from Q0 to Q1? 0. The required input at state Q0 is 0, such that so that it will move from Q0 to state Q1. Same way for Q1, what is the required input? So that it will change the state from Q1 and move to the state Q1. That is same state is there, it is a self loop, but required input is 0. Now, again, it is not in the required format. R is equal to Q plus RP, because here we have Q0. So replace this Q0 with its regular expression, that is epsilon, and it becomes epsilon dot 0 plus Q1 0. Now we can compare this part with the R is equal to Q plus RP. In this case, R is Q1, Q is equal to 0, and P is equal to 0. What is the solution? What will be the solution? Q P star. So what is Q? 0. What is P? 0 star. You can compare this solution with the diagram directly here. On input 0, from Q0 it goes to state Q1. On Q1, if input is 0, next state is Q1 itself. So it moves to the state Q1 and it is correct. So you can just verify it whether it is correct or not. So what we can write? Q1 is equal to 0, 0 star. Q1 is equal to 0, 0 star. Same way for Q4. For Q4, it is reachable from Q0 on input 1 plus it is reachable from Q4 itself on input 1. On input 1. Again apply theorem. R is equal to Q4. Q4, Q is equal to, again here Q0 is epsilon. So it becomes epsilon 1, it is 1. Q is equal to 1, P is equal to 1. What is the solution? Q4 is equal to Q P star 1, 1 star. First one is required and second one it can be repeated 0 or more times and still it will be in the state Q4. This is a regular expression for Q4. And regular expression for Q1. This one. We got two regular expressions Q3, Q0, Q1 and Q4. Now go to the state Q2. Move to state Q2. For Q2, find out the incoming transition. Find out incoming transitions. Q2 is reachable from Q1 on input 1. How? If finite automata is in Q1 state, currently if it is in Q1 state, if input is 1, then it moves to state Q2. If DFA is in state Q4 and next input is 0, then next state is Q2. So this transition. And one more. Now we have to consider Q3 because there is an incoming transition from Q3 to state Q2. So Q3 on input 1. From state Q3 on input 1. These are the options. So it is plus Q1 on input 1, next state Q2, or Q4 on input 0, next state Q2, Q3 on input 1, next state Q2. So these are in OR condition. So I have written plus. Now for which of these states on the right hand side, for which of these states out of Q1, Q4 and Q3, just check for which state we have the regular expression. We have written regular expression for Q1. We have regular expression for Q4, but there is no regular expression for Q3. So simply what I can write, Q2 is equal to, what is Q1? 0, 0 star 1 plus Q4 is 1, 1 star 0 plus Q3 1. Is it in the form of Arden's theorem expression? R is equal to Q plus RP. Is it in the required format? On the left side of equal to, there is a Q2, and on the right hand side of equal to, we have state Q3. So R is, if we consider R is equal to Q2, it is not on the right hand side. And if we consider Q3 as a regular expression, R, then it is not on the left hand side. And for Q3, we have not obtained regular expression. So now find regular expression for Q3. For Q3. Now Q3 is reachable from which state? Q3 is reachable from which state?
Q2.
Q2 on input
0.
Right? So this is the regular expression for Q3. Only one incoming transition, that is from Q2 and on input 0. Now replace Q3 in the regular expression of Q2. We have regular expression of Q2. Here we have Q3. So replace this Q3. Replace this Q3 with its regular expression. So what we will get? 0, 0 star 1 plus 1, 1 star 0 plus Q2 0, 1. Q2 is equal to. Now what we have? Q2 on the left side of equal to as well as on the right hand side of equal to. I can compare this regular expression with the required condition. R is equal to Q plus RP. How it is there? Let me show this one. Here, first part, this part, it is Q. 0, 0 star 1 plus 1, 1 star 0. It becomes Q. So R is equal to Q2. Capital Q is equal to 0, 0 star 1 plus 1, 1 star 0. And what is P? P is 0, 1. So this loop, we can repeat it any number of times. But it is 0, 1, not single 0, not single 1. It is 0, 1. 0 followed by 1. This we can repeat any number of times. So this is similar to self loop. It is similar to self loop on input 0, 1. So P is equal to 0, 1. What is the solution? R is equal to QP star. So Q2 is equal to, let me write it in larger font. So solution is, what will be solution? Q2 is equal to 0,
0,
0 star 1 plus 1, 1 star 0. This is Q. And what is P? Q is followed by P star. So it is 0, 1 bracket star. And this is the regular expression for given DFA. This is regular expression. Q2 is equal to 0, 0 star 1. Now check whether it is true or not. From Q0 to state Q1 to state Q2. What is the required input? 0, 0 star 1. So that is in the first bracket. To that, what is the second path as option? 1, 1 star 0. 1, 1 star 0. This path or first path. So two paths are there possible. They are alternate to each other. So it is plus in the first bracket, followed by, we are on final state. The machine is in already final state. But again, on the final state, what input we can provide so that it will come back to the final state? It is 0, 1, and it is repeated 0 or more times. So 0, 1, 0, 1, repeated multiple times. So it is 0, 1 bracket star. And this is the regular expression for DFA. Clear? Any doubt?
Clear, sir.
Good. Others, if you have any doubt, just ask your doubt so that it will be clear. Simple method is there. Just you have to represent your regular expression in the format of R is equal to Q plus RP if it is possible. If not, then find regular expression of next state. Use the existing regular expressions. Replace state Q1, Q2, Q0, whatever the states are there with its regular expression. Then have a solution for that using QP star and find regular expression for final state. Whatever the regular expression you will get for final state, it will be the regular expression of DFA. And in the regular expression, there should not be any state name. It should have only input alphabets. Here we have 0, 1 as an input alphabet. So on the right hand side, Q2 is equal to whatever right hand side is there. You can check. There is no Q1, Q2, Q0, Q4, any other state. Only inputs are there, 0 and 1. That is the regular expression. Right hand side of regular expression should not have any state name. It should have only alphabets. That is the regular expression of given DFA.
Sir, I from assignment
Yes.
assignment 2, sir, which you have given.
Assignment 2.
One question, sir. Millie and Moore machine.
Okay, you have doubt in that.
Yes, sir. I have solved all questions, but I wasn't solved
What is
a
the
single.
question? What is the question?
Generate output 101 if string consists of substring 110.
Output should be 101, right?
If string consists substring 110.
Okay, so for first one, it should generate output 1. 3 inputs we have to consider and 3 outputs. Corresponding output. For input 1, that is the first one, output is 1. So on the transition, what you have to show? If input is 1, on that transition output is 1. Next, second input is 1. But for second one as the input, what is the corresponding output? 0. So if input is 1 on the next state, then it should generate output 0. After that, if input is 0, then it should generate output 1. It should generate output 1. This you have to map. Now on the first state, if input is not 1 and if input is 0, it should generate output 0 only. On the second state, if input is 0, then it should generate output 1. It should not generate 101 if condition is not matched. That is the question. It is similar to DFA. Construct DFA for substring 101 for a language where string consists of substring 101. Instead of going to final state, on the third state or fourth state, we have the output till the fourth state. We have all the outputs generated in the required format. It should not generate more than one output alphabet. It should not consider more than one input alphabet on one transition. One transition, one input, one output. That is the required condition.
Yes, sir. But I got a problem on third state, sir.
Problem on third state. Why?
Sir, like third state, when we have input 0 to
Hmm.
generate the string 110, we will have output 1.
Hmm.
But what will happen, sir, if we consider multiple 1 on the third state?
Multiple 1. So you want to repeat string, right?
Yes, sir.
In that case, you have to again consider what will be the next input after first one. Consider 110 is your input. After that, again, if 1 is the input, then where it should go? If I consider it is the first one of the next substring. After that one, again, 1 should be input. If input is 0, then it should not generate output which matches with the required condition.
Yes, sir.
It is similar, as I said, you have to first draw DFA, then you will get Mealy machine. First find DFA for substring 110. Then match output with that substring. And whatever remaining transitions are there, which are not satisfying the condition, you should generate another output. If 0 is the required, you should generate output 1. If 1 is required, generate output 0. That way you have to map. Okay, in next lecture, I will explain that question. I will draw that diagram and I will show the output, how it is generating the output. Any other question?
Sir, I was having the same doubt on the question, but that question.
Okay. So I will share, instead of solving it, I will share the solution. What is the required solution for those questions, for the assignment question. So you can check what solution you got or whatever you have generated, whether it is correct or not. And if you find any difficulty, then we will solve it in the class. During session, I will explain it, how to construct it. Okay, in the chat box, I'm sharing the attendance link. You can mark your attendance. And I think, I don't know whether message is posted on your group or not. Is there any message regarding lecture, next lectures?
Yes, sir. At 10:50 we have FPOS lecture.
Okay. Okay, attendance link is shared. Just mark your attendance and you can leave. Might be lectures are cancelled during the session. There is a session, but just join your lecture and ask the faculty, respective faculty. They will share the guidelines, whatever the guidelines are there.